Retest a pre-market high. We'll see how we hold. But usually this would be a retest opportunity for longs. We could see a retest of high a day. I'm gonna size into a new leg of contracts, 6845 at 110. Above PM high. Looks like we're not getting it though. Overall candle structure is pretty ugly though. It'd be hard to base any trades. It does look like it wants shorts from here. You could probably switch to puts. 665 at 1.0. Scons are holding value pretty well, so you could probably go risk-free once we're up. We're up $10 right now, 10%. There we go. This is TP1 here, 110. Rocket, that's a Rari, that's a new horse. Alright. Nice. Beautiful. These are now 135. We can take TP2 here. I gotta get a whole new snipping tool. Alright, I need to put honey and blueberries in my oats, so I'm just gonna let this do its thing. I do think we can get a close under here. So, right now cons are 1.55. Looking for closer to under here and then closer to 2.0, 3.0 here, which would be 200 to 300%. But I would definitely trim if you haven't within this range. We could see some resistance here. It is a possibility we come to retest here, so if anything we'll just wait for that, but I don't like hedges here, but they could work. I'm back. For NQ, these puts are up 80 points. I think, okay, so again, in the video I forgot to disclaim this, I'll disclaim it one more time. A strong candle like this right before a break of structure would most likely have a continuation move. So technically a break of structure would be a close pass, but it would have to be a weaker candle that would have to close right below it. But since we had a super strong candle right below it, or right before it, then next candle should be continuation. It's something that I would say new that I've noticed. so it's still in test of the probability, but I have noticed it happen a lot more frequently. But you gotta make sure it's a break of structure level and not a support and resistance level. Like, that's not gonna work with pre-market low. Or I wouldn't try with pre-market low. Only on weaker levels like this. Strong right here. Melted. I don't know if it's gonna do it back to back, but let's see what we do from here. Obviously, we would want continuation, but seems to be holding this little level. Continuation. This would be our next level. Have that. I think we kind of want to retest for highs, but we will see. This would be an inverse breaker structure where we should see, I would say, some upside, but these are 175 here. Hell, 3 minutes, ugly as fuck. I think this 5-minute candle, since we held here, should get continuation, but we'll see what this 3-minute close does first. Right now it looks like, again, it still wants some upside. small little retest. Honestly, we could go for 979, but would want a small retest before continuation. Just gotta be careful of crush. So I was doing this yesterday. These puts are still in at 110, by the way. This looks weak as fuck. Risk free on these. There we go, TP one hit. TP2 would be high today, and then if we get a little higher. I'm in, it looks good. Here's definitely where I would hedge though. Any other news, right? And 30, but not really. Here we go. These are now 115, 120. One more leg up. 125. I'm looking for a small push-up. It's a little bit more. But here's where I'm looking for the trim. See if we can get like 135-ish. I just have to be 120. I want to get one more retest, one more wick off this level for puts. 6670 at 1.0 is what I'm looking at, probably closer to 90 at high day. This is a high risk hedge, meaning if calls continue, we are covered. Retest of, technically speaking, I mean, I'd call this low a day, or low of open, or whatever you want to call it. So where I would like for us to retest, if we can dump from here. There we go. Beautiful. Logos printed. These are 1.0 here. You want to take a trims. These are 1.05, basically 20 to 30%. NQ would be at 294, by the way. I'd be risk-free on both, though. That's just where it would match for NQ. This looks like it wants to break out. Not gonna lie. Does look like it wants upside, but I think if we hold here on the 5 minute, maybe next 5 minute candle can hold under as well, and we could see some downside. 3 minute does look semi strong, but again, we have the calls from before to cover, so we're risk free both ways. NQ is now 30 points here, 64. And these puts are still 105-ish. So 5 minute looks good. 3 minute, I would want to close below this wick. It's ugly. Oh, it's not ugly. Oh, it's ugly. These are 115 now, about almost 50%. NQ is now about 50 points, five points away from 50, sorry, 40. 5 points away from 40. Wait, no, 5 points away from 50. That's what I meant. Good trim. Doesn't want to give much. Does not want to give much. See how the market's doing. Tesla definitely looks good for shorts. TSM. I mean, everything has pretty much the same type of structure. Dude, I'm glad I sold AMD yesterday. We had put since like what, 220 almost. But wait, Nvidia's down? Or no, Apple's. These calls actually look super good. Blocks $87 call. .5 to 0.65. At least see a small bounce. We'll see if we hold. There we go. SPY looks good. Almost right, almost at TP2. TP2. These are still 110 though. Somehow they're less than 115 here. I'll have this set at 1.20. $5 away. Beautiful. Can't get any better than this 120. TP2 is hit. TP3 would be down here, or TP most, whatever. And then I would assume closer to 1.9, 2.0. We'll see though, this was a resistance level, that's why I had TP2 here. So just kind of let it do its thing. Let it do its thing. I can't believe some people say, I'm not going to trade today because CPI was at 830. It makes no sense to me. It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. When people complain about news, well, I'm not going to trade today. There's FOMC at 2 o'clock. And it's like 7:30 a.m. That'll make no sense. The thing that ruins today is a leg day. Holy moly. Is there 1.40 now? That's not right. I am recording today's live, so I'll be able to post it. Quick little upload. Let me check NQ from 94 is now what, 80? It's now 174. What is that? 120 points? Beautiful. NQ's already at TP2, pretty much, which is right here. Sorry, TP3. These puts are 145. I'm out of it right now. Holy moly. See, I think we can just rip down.